bottle for third. Coach Chot says that, they just have to be in a frame of mind to play. After a loss like that, the hardest is to get themselves back up again. So whoever's going to win this game would be the team that's more prepared to play tonight. 7, Andy?
That's a very interesting comment that Chot made. Because, everybody has his ups and downs in life. And this is his downs. No? And obviously, he's going to come up again. That's a nice fast break play. And an early timeout being called here by the BMEC Derby Ace Lamados.
We'll get back to that point you were trying to make. But we have a break here and we'll allow our friends who are sponsors to say their messages. The NBA players coming over to go up against the PBA players. Legendary NBA players with PBA legends and superstars. Pero isa lang papanoorin ko rito, yung Miami Heat dance team. Yun lang. Sorry Atoy, sorry Alvin, sorry Gary Payton. August 27, Araneta Coliseum. Once in a lifetime experience. Miami Heat dance team. Yun lang sa ulitin ko. Si Eric Spoelstra nagko-choreograph yan.
Well, a big start here for Talk and Text. It was tied at 7-all and they go on a 7-0 run here. Washam back in the ball game, replacing Rafi Rivas. Meyer Hoffer also in the ball game. The Tropang Texters have not made any changes with their starting 5.
And they lead by 7. You were beginning to talk about Chot Reyes. He's a golfer as well. He knows the game and he can, it's part of life,
yeah,
up and down.
He's a very decent golfer, but their days you're good, their days you're bad. So their days your putts go in, their days it won't go in no matter what you do. And that's something that you have to accept. You have to know how to lose as well as to win.
That's a good point.
But I think more than anything else, yung sa kanya, he really feels down. Because pagpasok ng August, natalo siya. And it's his birthday.
Oo, yung 47th birthday niya.
Birthday niya nung game number 6. So it really hurt them. He's hoping that they could have a big celebration. But of course, Alaska had other things in mind.
Yes, indeed. In the meantime, the Tropang Texters off to a fiery start. Excuse me, ahead 16-9.
Well, you don't want to hang your heads down. Neither you say the same thing for the BMEC Derby Ace. You don't want to hang your head.
Oh, they fought to a quarterfinals as well. That huge series against your team, Rain or Shine. In the meantime, there was a bump, no call, and we're off and running with Rico Meyerhofer. Meyerhofer will fly, going lefty, and Sean Daniels, who managed to keep his job in the course of the tournament, got the foul there. The Tropang Texters had that 13-game winning streak in the course of the classification.
Yeah, but that sometimes is good and sometimes that's bad.
I know it's good, but why is it bad sometimes?
Well, umaba ang bakasyon mo. People begin to tag you as the favorites. When you go into the semifinals, there's no such thing as favorites. Pare-parehas lang yan. You start from nothing. And the other team is learning how to play you. A series is different from games where you play in the elimination round. Every other day you play another team, so it's different how you play them. And the strengths of the team are not the same.
Iba, dalawang araw bakasyon, isang linggo, between games, And Shot Tankinson put that rather succinctly when he was talking in the pre-championship press conference. Si Team Kong nga daw, dumaan sa 12 games, siya 3-0. 4 games pa, dinaanan niya.
Kaya nga. Well, that happened also to Alaska, just the other conference. They were the first team there and pure force.
Yun ang dumali naman sa kanila.
4-0 pa. Very, very unexpected.
Buhay nga naman.
Natalo, yes, pero not even have won one game. That was very, very unexpected. I think
with the way team coaches and the way he adjusts quickly.
Yeah. No? And they had a lineup. Nandun pa nga si Willie Miller at the time, remember?
That's right.
So they had the lineup, so for them not to have won one game is really very surprising.
Meyerhofer sends it outside. By the way, Fernandez is on the floor and hardly saw action in the course of the tournament. There's Washam. That will not bite. Picked up by sidestepping motion, nothing doing, and it's fought for and won by Williams. Castro great bust-out series for him. Actually became more offensive-minded. That will count.
No, it's almost exactly the same play that they had in Game 7. They passed the ball ahead and Castro just strict down the middle. I think Kelly Williams was the one who gave the return pass and he did the layup. It's almost exactly the same way they ran the fast break. But now it's a big lead of 10.
Yeah. Sort of sense they practice that way, huh? Fernandez from the corner. Aduco fighting for it. Daniels just a muscle stronger. That will not work for Mayor Hopper. Here comes Castro. Castro sees a crack in the defensive ball. Mayor Hopper, a fingertip on it. Ball is loose in the hands now of Washington. There's Fernandez, surprised by the pass. Do you think many changes will happen? I know it depends. In between now and the next conference with these two teams?
Yeah, obviously there will be some changes because they have players that are expiring. Are you going to renew them? Will you be able to get anything out of the draft? Will you be able to make trades that will certainly fill up the gaps that you know are your Achilles heel as far as other teams are concerned? You know, when you build up a team, you have to try to plug in all the holes. Then you also look at the other team, especially if you're a team like Top and Tex. You're a champion team. You're looking, who are the teams that are going to contend for the championship in an all-Filipino? Paano natin tatalunin yan?
So what kinds of players are you looking at?
Yeah.
Do you have time to develop those who are coming up from the college rank, for instance? 3.5 remaining. Turn around. Washington delivers and cuts it down to 8. He has 9 points.
Well, obviously, it's a nice game for Washington to probably give us 40-point game if they will let him play 45 minutes or something. Because the defense in this kind of game certainly is not going to be that strong. No? There's going to be a foul, yes, a reach-in foul called against Jason Castro. This is a player that has that I have marveled at.
Sino siya?
Jason Castro, obviously, is not Jimmy Alapan. But Jason Castro seems to play better when the playoffs come.
Nag-kick up yung game.
Yeah, I mean, his shooting gets better from the outside. He begins to hit three-point shots. His free throw shots begin to get better. You know, he's a player that I feel even when he was in college, remember, mahilig yan sa mga finals, and he seems to play better.
Parang
pag may finals or playoffs na.
Parang ano no? Concert performer.
Yeah.
Pag rehearsal,
Okay.
Diba? Sige na, alam ko na yung kanta na yan, but when it's, the spotlight is on, and you're absolutely correct, he had some explosive games in that series.
Yeah, I mean, game number 5, he won it for them.
I think he was the best player in that game also.
He may be an MJ though.
Oh, look at that pass. That was a nice setup job by Roger Yap, and KG will go to visit the free throw line because of a foul.
Well, you can see both teams are really speeding it up, and we're going to have the first timeout called by Talk and Text.
We'll use it, and we'll be back with the remaining 2:34. Okay, we're back, and we'd like to remind you that our official underwear here in the PBA is Hanes.
Well, after falling behind by 10 points, we have the Llamados coming up with 5 straight points, cutting that lead down to 5. One more attempt here for Cañaleta. He's also had some big games in this conference.
Correct. Then his free throw brought to you by BMEG Base Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. What I like about Cañaleta's game is that his confidence to shoot from the outside really grew here in the PBA. Kumaro, nung college yan sa iyo, hindi naman tumitira sa labas yan. Carry looks straight, but a little too strong. Dillinger picks up the miss, and there's going to be free throws forthcoming. Cañaleta with his first.
And these 2 free throws should stop the bleeding there of that run of the Llamados. They've cut down the lead to 4. And what a short shot there by Dillinger. I mean, Seb, you wouldn't have missed that badly. I mean, this is halfway to the goal from where you shot it.
I don't think Dillinger wants to know that right now.
I mean, that ball might have slipped out.
Nadulas, diba?
And this one really just a lot of spin there on the ball.
Yung nabitaw, diba? Nagbitawan eh.
Yung pwede kunin mo ulit. Give it back to me.
Parang nag-golf ka, nagpapalo ka, umuulan. Against the glass, nothing there. Romel Aducol with a good stretch, and he has his second basket.
Well, the real center, he just knows how to get his way around. 8-0 run here by the Llamados. Markey in the ball game for the first time on a one-on-one there.
And some colorful moments in game number 6. Into the corner with Carey. And in the meantime, Aducol picks up the miss. A chance now for Derby Ace to pull even. Washam, one click. Short. You know, when Washam came here, his mission was simple. I'm going to shoot. In the meantime, excellent feed by Castro to Carey.
10 points in the ball game now for Harvey Curry. Yeah, Washam just like his dad, like father, like son, loves to shoot. His dad averaged over 40 points in the PBA during his stint. No?
Bueno puno, dan dulo. There's Yap. Aducol asking for it. There's Washam. Isipin mo lumalaki ito. Pinasabihin ng tatay, shoot mo! Shoot mo!
It's the only way to make money, but you gotta make shots. Gotta make shots. And Harvey Curry being replaced here by Kinyan. No, that's dope.
Wow.
There was a foul there, but that happened. I think that he might have lost the grip on the ball. He probably double dribbled it, which wasn't caught.
Yung matulas na bola dun, ha? Ito, si George Gallant at saka si Ryan tumayo at feeling nila nga double eh.
You know, yung grupo naman nila, Ryan, well, they won a championship already this year. So you can't say that it's been a bad year. It's been a pretty good year.
Yes,
They should be
indeed.
thankful for what they've had.
Mahirap din yung dinaanan nila nung unang conference natin, ha?
Yep. Right.
Mahirap yung panalo yun. 31.8 seconds remain. And Washam continues to complain to the referee. Well, you gotta be working, no matter where you end up, you'll still complain to the referee.
Jimmy Alapag and Ronnie Del De Ocampo on your screens.
Alright, they're penny for their thoughts. Layo parang layo ng iniisip nila. No? Meantime, Williams pockets that one and they preserve a 6-point lead.
Falcon Texas a foul to give, but I doubt if they'll really give it up on purpose unless it's a duty foul or a foul going to the basket on the part of the Llamados.
Cangaleta cutting from the baseline. Good shake and bake. Straight and true. And he has 7. Passless version. In and out. And this first quarter is part of the colorful history of the Philippine Basketball Association. The battle for the bronze medal continues after this. Ang tanong doon, paano nakapasok si Nico Halili habang nagbibihis si Patricia Hito? Abangan sa Leos.
Ano ba yung Leos?
Yan yung award ng mga, sa end of the season awards. It's named after Commissioner
Leo Prieto.
Yes.
Commissioner Leo Prieto.
And we're back with the second quarter. And that will not stay down for Simon. A shuffle of the lineup. Simon together with Fernandez, Washam, and we've got Cangaleta. Aducol still on the floor. Here's Dillinger finding for a basket. Too sharp. And it's outside and it'll go the way of the Llamados.
Well, the Llamados really experimenting here. They're playing without a legitimate point guard when you have Simon bringing up the ball. But he's more of a real two-guard and a shooter.
Nothing there.
Meanwhile, itong si Washam, hindi pa nga halos sandaling lang pinahinga ito. And this guy is really powerful when he gets and accelerates to the basket. Real great upper body strength on the part of Jason